Hey, what's up, guys? Matt with OddsJam, just continuing the series of placing these free bets that I get being as a new resident in Colorado. A little bit updates. Number one, the two bets that I placed yesterday both lost. Unfortunately, the Caesars and the BetMGM one both lost. The Bet Rivers one, I forgot, is actually just a deposit match. So you deposit 250, you get 250. So there's no bet that this one you need to win. There were two other books that I had on here that I don't actually get the free bet with. Betfred, because technically I'm an out-of-state user because my license and stuff is still in Virginia. They wouldn't let that happen. And PointsBet, I didn't realize this, but you transfer accounts across state lines with PointsBet, so I didn't get access to anything there. So this is everything that is up to date. So the total free bets being 4,300. Right now I have a Betway one for 250 that I am using. Unfortunately, lost the two big ones, the 1,500 and the 1,000 with BetMGM. But what I'm going to do in this video is just show you how to convert them, and we'll be good to go. So that way I can convert, see what the percentage that I'm converting it to, and that way my total loss won't be terrible. But first things first, let's place this Betway bet. And I found one here on the OddsJam Positive EV page, just scrolling through the page. What I'm looking at here is the Yankees Red Sox under 7.5 at plus 155 odds. If you haven't watched the two previous videos yet, my rule for placing these risk-free bets, it's not that complicated. Number one, I go to the OddsJam Positive EV page and I find a play from there. And number two, it just has to be plus money. Because the reason why the plus money logic is there is just because it's a higher payout. Because you can convert these sometimes into 100%, sometimes only like 80, 90%. Regardless, because you can convert these free bets into cash if your bet loses, it makes sense to just maximize your profits on the initial risk-free bets that you're placing. So it didn't work out with the first two, but that's okay, that happens. So for this one, plus 155 odds on the Yankees Red Sox game, I think is pretty good. So the math behind it, OddsJam line, which is the sharpest line in the world, has this at plus 142. With the VIG removed, is priced at essentially plus 149, plus 150. Only 19 cents in market width, so it's well within range there. And the profit margin on this one is 2.29%. So it's positive EV, math all checks out. Another thing I like doing is opening it up in a new tab and just seeing where every other book prices these odds at. And you can see a pretty big discrepancy between the DraftKings and Betway line and every other line, right? OddsJam at plus 142. Looks like all these bets actually have it lower than this amount. Plus 130, plus 130, 148, all that stuff. So we can see some pretty good value, pretty good discrepancy at this plus 155. So I'm going to go ahead and lock this one in. Yankees Red Sox under 7.5 runs, $250 at plus 155. Place bet, and we are good to go. So now let me just add this to my bet tracker. Place bet, this was 250. Now if it ends up losing, then I will just convert it into cash, which is what I need to do for two bets here. I have $1,000. The MGM one is a little bit different. You can only do it across, you have to do 5 different $200 bets, whereas Caesars, you can just do it all at once. So I'll do Caesars first, and then I'll do BetMGM kind of sparingly. So Caesars, all you need to do to convert these, it's very easy. So betting tools, free bet converter. This page takes a little bit longer to load than most because it pulls the most data. And now what I need to do is just convert something where I have a free bet with Caesars. So you can use this little filter, click Caesars, and then only situations in which you can place your free bet with Caesars will show up here. Again, it takes a little bit longer to load than most pages just because it's pulling so much data. But once it loads, perfect. Here's a bunch of them with MGM. Now, with the MGM one, I'll have to place real money. But it looks like I'll convert this to 81.82%. So let me put that in here for Caesars, 81.82%. So basically, that is a percent. 81.82%. So now if I just do the total amount, all I need to do is just, for this spreadsheet, is just multiply the percent by the dollar amount, and I'll convert this to about $1,200. So I will end up losing $1,500 on this one. So let me just put that into my profit. So I'll end up losing $275 on this one, unfortunately. But the way it works is, so I'm placing the bet on Caesars at plus 450. So the free play amount I have is $1,500. So I place this $1,500 bet on Caesars, and then I go and place this, I'll just round down to $5,500 on BetMGM. I won't go in and do that because I have to put money in BetMGM and that'll just take too long. But that is how the conversion works. So as BetMGM goes, I will do this over the course of, because it's 5 separate ones, so I won't do it all in one. But that is how the whole kind of cycle from the free bet, the risk-free bet, to the free bet, to converting it, all that stuff kind of works. So for the risk-free bet, you just find a positive EV play with plus money. You hope it hits. If it doesn't, then you use the free bet converter and just convert it to cash. So right now, I'm down about $273. Actually, technically, I'm only down $23 because the free $250 with Bet Rivers. So that makes it a little bit better. This loss will be a little bit more once I start converting the BetMGM ones. Hopefully, with the $1,000 maximum bet, I can make this one a little bit more palatable. But in this case, I need to put in my bet here. So it's Yankees, Red Sox under. This was plus 155, and now we wait. And that's going to be it. So if you have any questions about this whole process, let me know. Again, my name is Matt Modi, content producer and betting analyst for OddsJam. And that's all I got for you. So would appreciate it if you like the video, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And that's all I got. So thanks for watching and have a good one.